Hi guys, welcome to another Tarkov video. In this week's video, we're going through 4 of my favourite weapons and how to get the lowest possible recoil on all of them. The 4 guns that we're going to be using in this video are going to be the AK-74U, the PP-1901, the MPX, and the Vector 9mm. I really didn't want to include that last one, but it's too good to not include. So first of all, we're going to use the 74U. Out the box, the stats on this gun aren't great. Ergonomics is 57, vertical recoil is 94, and horizontal recoil is 282. It's not great. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to change the handguard. We're going to change it from the 6P26, we're going to change it to the XRS U47SU. That just goes on the front like that. What that does, it gives you the option for the foregrip, it gives you the option for a laser, and it also gives you the option to have a front mounted scope or a rear mounted scope, which is really good. This costs 24,741 from level 3 mechanic, and it completely makes this build because of the sight, the laser, and the foregrip. The other option you've got here is the B11, but that just gives you the option for the handguard or the hand grip at the bottom, which isn't as good. So we're going to go with the XRS, and then from there we're going to go with a RK2, and that costs 26,227 from max level skier. It's the best in slot for the AK-74U for a foregrip. It lowers your recoil substantially. It gives you a bit of ergo as well. After that, we're going to look at the rear of the weapon. So what we do here is we take off of the rear stock, we put on the PT-74S, which you can get from Skier, and that costs 3,713 from Skier level 2. And then we put on the PT Classica stock, which slows the recoil even more, and that costs 22,950 from Skier level 3. For the pistol grip, we're going to put on the RK3, which is best in slot for AK builds. There's others that are really good as well, like the Saw, decent. It's got about the same for your recoil, but it lowers your ergo by 1. So I go with the RK3 just to keep the ergo up as well. And if you would like to go for a silent build, you could go for the TGP-A, which costs 45,660 from Prapper. It's the best silencer that you can buy without having to go through all of the rigmarole of the DT mount and then add in that with the hybrid 46. So if you want a silent build, go for the TGP, which you can get from Prapper level 3. It's nearly 50k though, so it does cost a fair bit. What I would recommend, if you're going to run this and you don't mind being loud, is to go for the JMac RRD 4C muzzle brake. That costs 10,304 rubles from Mechanic 3. Or, if you're not Mechanic level 3 yet, because you're behind some tasks like finding graphics cards or whatever, you can use a PWS 545x39 muzzle, which is there. And that costs 15,615 from Skier level 3, which I think is a little bit easier to get because Skier's quests aren't as hard. And then all you need to do now is put on your favourite scope. I put on my EKP, which makes it looks decent. It doesn't lower ergo too much. Ergo's gone down to 67 from 70. The EKP 818 scope you can get on the flea market for about 10k. And then just your favourite laser and your favourite mag. I'm going to go for the NC Star Tactical Blue Laser. You can get this from Skier level 1. All in all, it comes in at just over 141k. And as you can see, the recoil 61, which is decent. It's going to be firing 545x39. So you can still use that Igolnik. You can still be running the BS ammo, which is really powerful. And for a little gun, it packs a punch. I wasn't trying to control the recoil there, I just want it to be a natural where the gun's going to go, you know what I mean? As you can see, after a couple of bullets, it's just flying everywhere. So let's see what it's like with the recoil attachments on it. So here it is with all the bells and whistles, all the recoil attachments on it. Let's see what it's like without trying to fight the recoil. Just a bit of a fight with the gun and you're firing bullets on target. So the next gun that we're going to look at is the PP1901. The stats out of the box for this one are 55 ergonomics, 50 recoil and 210 horizontal, which the horizontal's not great, but the other two stats are really good actually for a box straight out of the gun. And you can get this from level 2 proper for 21,514, or you can collect 4 T-shaped plugs and get it from level 1 proper for a barter trade, which is really good. So to start this gun off again, we're going to go straight to the handguard. And we're going to swap it out and we're going to change it to the B10M, B19 foregrip and rail mount. We'll pop that on. You can get that from level 3 skier and it costs 15,327. Then we're going to go ahead and put on a RK2. This is from max level skier. It's 26,227 again, as was with the previous gun. We're going to put on a pistol grip. Again, the RK3, best in slot. If it's there, you may as well. And then for the rear of the gun, we're going to go ahead and put on a AK-74/AK-100 lock. It's got to be this one, otherwise it won't fit the next part. And then we're going to put the Classicer on again. So for those two, the lock costs 3,120 from skill level 2. And the Classicer costs 22,950 from skill level 3. Then we're going to put a silencer on this one. Any of these silencers is good. I prefer the Osprey 9. The Osprey 9 is 25k on the flea market at the minute. And that's pretty much the base gun, what I upgrade. After this, it's just preference on your scope, what size mags you want, which ammo. Personally, I go for the EKP 802. It costs around 10k on the flea market. The mags, they cost 3k from Skier 3. They're the 30 round mags. And then any laser, again, you can go for the same as the last one, which is the NT Star, which is 5.6k from skill level 1. The only thing that makes this gun expensive, because right now that isn't an expensive gun, what makes it an expensive gun is the ammo. Right now the ammo that I use is the AP 6.3 and it's 950 a bullet on the flea market. And if you've got Peacekeeper level 3, you can get it for $5 a bullet, but I would be quick because people buy it within the first 10 minutes of a reset on a trader. Overall, for the price of this gun, which is just over 116,000 rubles, it's a pretty disgusting gun to use and run. I run this quite a lot. If I get into a bit of a funk and I want to get back into the groove of things, I'll build this and I'll run it a couple of raids. Like I said about the ammo though, it is quite expensive, so factor that into your budget if you want to build this and go ham. I've seen me build the PP1901. This is the vanilla gun. The only thing I've added to this is a 30 round mag, so the mag size is the same as the recoil build. Compare that to the AK-74U build, and that is insane for a vanilla gun. So let's try it with the recoil attachments. Absolutely nutter. So for the third gun on the list, we have the MPX. Out of the box, it's got 65 ergo, 43 recoil, and 213 horizontal. The way we build this, it's not going to be an SMG anymore. It's going to look more like an AR that fires 9mm. Honestly, trust me. So first of all, you can buy this from Peacekeeper level 2. It costs $388, or you can get 7 level 8 dog tags and trade them with Peacekeeper level 1, which is a really good trade. So first of all, we're going to start off with the pistol grip. We're going to put the growl on there. The growl's quite expensive if you don't have it unlocked with the right trader, but for $132 at max level Peacekeeper, put that on there. Next, we're going to change the stock. I'm going to put on the SIG retractable stock pipe adapter. This costs $32 from Peacekeeper level 3. And then from there, we're going to put on the Mesa Tactical Crosshair hydraulic buffer tube. That costs $204 from max level Peacekeeper. After you put the buffer tube on, we then go and put on a PRS Gen 3. You can get this from Peacekeeper level 3 for $180. We're going to change the length of the barrel. We're going to go with the 14-inch MPX 9x19 barrel. You can get that for $15k off the flea market. Then we're going to put an Osprey 9 on there. That's $25k again on the flea market. And then we're going to change the handguard from the SIG MPX Gen 1. And we're going to change that to either the OEM 14, depending on whether you can get these on the flea market. They cost $15k on the flea market, but there's only a few on there when I was checking. I think there was like 6 or 7. The alternative for this is the Midwest, which is this one. Same size. It's $12k on the flea market, and there was a lot of them. So if you want to go with this one, you can. But this one gives you slightly better. From there, you're going to put on a 4.1 M-Lock inch guide. They cost $1,622 from a mechanic level 2. And then again, we're going to throw in the RK2. Best in slot. Costs $26,227. This is the best for recoil. This gun's starting to look more like an AR than it is an SMG, and you can tell because the ergo's gone from 65 to 37, so it's going to take a bit longer to pull up to your face. So here we go, guys. This is the MPX with the lowest recoil. It's 23 recoil. That is ridiculous. It's gone down 20. It was at 43 and it's at 23. This thing is going to be an absolute laser. So after all is said and done with this one, the ergonomics has dropped by 35, but the recoil's gone down to 23 and 113, which is absolutely ridiculous. It was quite low anyway, out of the box, but with this build, it's 23 vertical recoil. After converting dollars to rubles, the gun comes in at just under 200k. It's 197,210. That price could fluctuate depending on the flea market prices on some of the items. But don't take away the fact that it's 23 recoil and 30 ergo. Being able to put 6.3 AP ammo into this gun, it's pretty expensive. If you want to run this gun, don't be on a budget. This is one of those treats. This is the kind of gun that you'd run when you've just come out of a raid and you've come out with like 2 million or something. You could put a gun like this together for that. So this is the vanilla MPX, straight out of the box, no attachments, nothing. Its recoil is quite low as you start with a vanilla gun. Let's see what it's like. That is still pretty disgusting. I'm not gonna lie. This is now the MPX with all the bells and whistles on. I can't wait to fire this. Finally, we're on the Chris Vector 9x19 machine gun. This fires the 6.3 AP ammo that all the other ones have been firing except for the AK. So on this one, you already know the price. We're putting the AK2 on there and a laser. And that's it. It's good to go. Not even going to demo the gun. You all know what it's like. You've probably been killed by it 50 times already this wipe. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have enjoyed this video, please share it with your friends. Leave a like. Maybe subscribe to the channel. See more future content. If you have any suggestions on which guns you'd like to see me build next with the low recoil, leave a comment. If you want to come watch me use these guns on stream, I stream Monday to Friday on Twitch, twitch.tv/CaptainSkepper. It'd be nice to see you guys there. We can all talk about the guns. We can all laugh about the Vector being the absolutely most broken gun in the game. And just have a good time. So, thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one.